Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to this playthrough of not SSBN. Well, we're playing almost SSBN since South America is doing a lot of them. The game is called ICBM. And I'm playing Isolationist North America. I have a lot of defenses, as you can see. I also have a lot of ships, which are all armed, as far as the destroyers are concerned anyway, with anti-ballistic missiles. So that any missile that flies this way is going to get intercepted before it splits up into multiple warheads. At the same time, I have a small hobby over here in Europe where I'm pestering a couple of SAM sites with the use of a cruiser. I have the same group doing that over here towards the South American east board. And the same is planned for the Pacific, where I intend to hit these SAM sites which are currently protecting Sydney. Once the cruiser is done here, I might send it further forward along towards West Asia, because these guys have a ton of SAM sites, and they need to go. I have not built a nuke, nor am I planning on doing that, because I want to try and see if a purely defensive strategy is going to work. The game mode is survival, which means that the more per population you have surviving, the better it works. So the scores can only go down, not up. The moment that the AI starts nuking each other is actually a good moment for me, because that's when I can test whether this will work or not. Alright, next cruiser is done. Now I'm not using a very nuclear offensive arsenal, but what I am trying to do is defeat any tactical installations which are defeating or which are keeping their cities safe. So yes, I'm playing fairly isolationist, but within limits. And it looks like those limits are about to be tested. Istanbul got nuked. That's probably not the first, or rather the only one, but geez, that was a big one. They lost 5.2 million population. Where are your SAM sites now? Alright, so let's continue slowly.
Production complete.
That's East Asia being hit. Again? That was fairly random. Maybe they were trying to hit a silo or an airbase. There goes Beijing. Good lord, look at this. That's advanced aircraft, not stealth. Big air war going on. There's a silo. Two of the airfields over here are probably duking it out with two airfields over here. Yeah, let's just build a whole bunch more SAM sites. I think that's the safest bet. Now at this point we're just playing watch the drama unfold. There's a nuke. Because I don't really have a beef with anybody. Nor am I planning on getting one. I mean, sure, I might be able to piss them off a little bit simply by using defensive or not so not so defensive units in the form of cruisers and destroyers. But beyond that, I don't have any nukes, nor do I have plans to build them. There we go, off you go. Oh, nuclear threat detected. Yep, that's a boomer. Can't have that. Fortunately, I have two submarines in a fairly close position. These things do launch MIRVs, so it's going to be down to the destroyers to try and take those things down before they split up. Let's see if it works. Hold on, those have really... Oh! No. What were the guys shooting with? Because that was too long for a torpedo. And you're not on the surface. Did you suddenly launch a surface-to-surface missile? There we go.
Structure destroyed.
What? Oh crap, they hit an over-the-horizon site over there. With one warhead from Europe. Ah, you guys were able to sneak through, huh? That needs to get replaced real fast. Because if that thing goes down, then I'm going to start losing a lot of assets. They did sneak through my lines. I thought I had this place pretty locked down, but not enough. Okay, let's proceed slowly. So far my population's at 100. I hope I can keep it like that. It looks like these guys
has been bombed.
sudden deathed each other. Hold up. What did I lose? Mexico? Who pulled that shit off? South America, I imagine. There's also a Russian SSBN there. Maybe I'm playing this wrong. Maybe I should not have my picket line over here, but just in their territorial waters. Making sure that they cannot do anything. Europe also has an SSBN over here. Russia has an SSBN over there. Jesus, the whole world is using SSBNs. Okay, proceed slowly.
A city has been bombed.
Damn it. That was New York. What's my GDP? 95. Intercept. That's 2 MIRVs. Oh no.
A city has been bombed.
Oh no. This strategy is not working nearly as well as I'd hoped. And without planes, I don't really have a quick way of getting rid of these things. Maybe the cruiser? No. I never researched short-range ballistic missiles, so I cannot deal with the cruiser right now. Or with the SSBN. Deal with it. Mexico is taking serious losses. I'm down to 74% population and 86% GDP. Oh, you're throwing nukes at South America. That works for me. This one needs to go. They do split up too soon. Get it! Shit, that was the over-the-horizon radar. That's critical. Full production. I need another one of those. Because I now only have one left. This one. Come on. Fast is good. Time to finish. 20 minutes. Okay.
A city has been bombed.
Oh, not good, not good, not good. Population 70. How's the rest doing? Europe 78, Asia 82, East Asia not great, 36. I can't quite tell who's doing the nuking, nor is it very important. Oh look, these guys didn't upgrade their fighters. So they're immediately getting wiped out by the assets that I have in the position, which is just a cruiser and a destroyer, that's all. But they still have a fairly outdated aircraft carrier. And a cruiser. Not for much longer, though. The cruiser is outdated, the aircraft carrier is outdated. These assets are going to be dead very soon. Once you're done, move to there. Enemy cruiser destroyed, great. But I'm still only at 70% of my population. I want you over here, I want you over here, and I want absolutely no further spawnings or sightings of enemy SSBNs. There's another one here from the Pacific. Aircraft carrier dead. I don't like you being here either. Yeah, my strategy was wrong. I should not have parked the destroyers here. I should have parked them inside enemy territorial waters to make sure that whenever somebody spawns in any SSBN, it immediately gets wiped out. I didn't do that, and I'm now facing the consequences of that action. Because now the SSBNs are loose. And now there's not too much that I... There we go. That one just spawned in. Now there's not too much that I can deal with it. Come on. Shoot it down before it splits. That is a MIRV. 2 MIRVs, in fact. Oh, shit. Might be able to kill some, but not all. Guadalajara. 209,000. Park here. At least in this territory, they'll probably think twice before spawning anything in. Another SSBN over there.
A city has been bombed.
Monterey? Really? How did they get that? Because I'm not seeing an SSBN anywhere. Could be this guy. Kill it. Come on. Nope. Splitting up again. One warhead down. All warheads down. Perfect. You're gonna have to be faster. Because this thing is not waiting for you to finally kill it. That's one down. Two down. Good work. There's plenty more where that came from, though. They'll probably have more SSBNs coming out soon. This is not going as well as I'd expected. This is not going quite the way that I'd hoped. I'm down to 68% population. West Asia is really getting benefits from having all those SAM sites by the looks of it. Europe, not so much. Oh, now I'm shooting down missiles for Europe. Move to position. It's going to take me 9 minutes 40 to get there. With this asset, it's going to take 16 minutes, which is too long, because I don't have that amount of time. I have 15 minutes and probably less, as the global pollution goes up too much. Another boomer detected. I don't get how this destroyer has that range. Oh, actually it does. It has ship-to-ship missiles, or surface-to-surface missiles. And is getting detected by the radar site. Good lord. East Asia down to 17%. GDP took a fair hit. My GDP is still at 80%. I'm not as good at producing stuff as I was, but it's not too far off. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. Oh, look at that. Laser space weapon taking down 2 nukes. SSBN detected from Europe. Immediately gets countered by the cruiser, and the submarines are also trying to pitch in. I don't know why or how they're trying to hit this thing. Missile intercepted. And it looks like the satellite took out the next one. There's another one. I wouldn't be able to catch that one. Just fairly small ICBM. There we go, that one's down. Hold up. Oh, you're hitting Africa. Okay. That means it is not as much of a problem for me. Sure, if I can kill it, great. If not, sucks to be in Africa right now. I had one over here as well. There. Where the radiation is, shall we say. Yep, intercepted. Nice work, satellite. Thank you very much. Cruisers working over a couple of SAM sites. Buenos Aires still has a pretty healthy population. Aside from any fallout damage that they might have taken. Oh, Mexico City's not a priority target anymore. New York might very well be. With a population of 6.52 million.
Submarine sunk.
What? Here. I think SSNs, so just the standard submarines, should have an advantage against SSBNs. Because it feels like they're not that powerful, the submarines. Even in hunter-killer groups, I don't find them to be particularly impressive. Which is sad, because I really like submarines and I really like to use them, but overall in this game, I mean, they did get a great buff. But they could probably do with another. East Asia down to 10%, Africa to 21%. Pacific 44%, Russia 50%, South America 55%. And West Asia is just not getting hit. Because they're so well defended. And there's nothing that I can do to change that. Especially not within the next 1%. So the game's probably going to be ending right about now. There we go. Guardian Angel. Okay, what's that? Intercept at least 25 ICBMs with satellites. Oh, nice. And I only had 3 satellites. Interesting. North America killed? 0. Well, 7? What? Was that radar site operators or SAM site operators? Because I think I took out a few more than that, but that does not count towards population, as far as I understand it. So, Isolationist, I came second. 68% of the population remained, which means a score of 680 points. Not bad. Not bad. West Asia, 64% killed, which is not nearly as good as the Pacific. But the Pacific didn't have a lot of remaining population, or at least not as many as West Asia. And this was a survival run, which means that you can kill all the people you want, but it won't get you any points. Let that be a life lesson. You need to keep your population alive, and the Pacific was not doing that as well as they could have. Overall, points gained. Yeah, I got hit fairly early in one of the first nuclear strikes, which I think came in from South America and potentially Europe. Population levels. Let's see how each of these guys were doing. West Asia got hit a bit. This was the guys who had all the SAM sites. East Asia, not that good. Ooh, they got hit hard. Population 84, population 68, population 56. When they were at 40% population, I was still at 70. South America. Not too bad. Once they took the initial first few losses, they stayed very, very steady for the rest of the game. Well, the remainder of the game. Because this kicks off the moment that you start nuking each other. So it's not from time 0, it's time from 3 hours, 30 minutes in. Europe. Lost a bit of life, nothing too stellar. Russia. Jeez. You got hit hard. Population 81%. Population 65%, and then 55%, and then steady. Pacific. Serious loss of life here. We went from 80 to 68, or sorry, 86, and then it stayed there. And Africa just gradually went down. Nukes launched. By me, nothing. By South America, a fairly substantial amount. This one does start at at 2 hours 8. Who started launching nukes at 2 hours in? And just the 1 or 2? South America launched nukes. Okay. And they ended up with a nuke score, total nukes of about 278, I think. Europe? Not too bad. Russia didn't launch too many. West Asia by any chance? No, not even. They launched 90 nukes. The Pacific at 314. No, not 314. But they helped. 311. Africa barely did anything. 11 nukes launched. How many did they kill? 17 million. Okay. Megatons exploded. South America. 2 megatons, 63 megatons, 87. Pacific? Good lord. That's something else. 225. Europe's pretty docile. Russia's a bit higher. Africa also got a fairly high amount of nukes that they threw at somebody. Okay. Nuclear stockpile. Let's see when the AI started developing their stockpile. Because for the first hour and so, well, the first 2 hours, nothing happened. They very slowly go up. 33, 36, 45 megatons, 44? Did they drop one? They never really had a lot, South America. Europe? Some. Russia gradually started building. Holy shit. East Asia. How? They were stockpiling 3,612 megatons of nukes? Good lord. Pacific? Barely. Africa? Oh, Africa was also storing 3,500 tons. And then it looks like either they got hit or they dropped a bunch. And they went down to 2,600 and ended the game with that. And West Asia, a build up and then a couple of drops and then done. Research. So that's towards the entirety of the tree, I think. West Asia. Africa. Research 37. How much did I research as a benchmark? 42. I spent a fair amount of my time just sitting at 50% research. South America ended up with 34. Europe, 39, not bad. Russia, 39. I think these guys slowed down a bit, East Asia, because they got nuked hard. Military might. Look at that. Destroyer, 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 destroyer. I started losing a few ships here. Some destroyers and submarines got killed off. South America. I think these little blocks is where I might have destroyed an SSBN. Europe. Pretty similar. Oh, Russia had a pretty substantial military might until it suddenly dropped. Around 333. Does that also coincide with a population drop? I wonder. Hold on, was that Russia was I looking at? No, East Asia. I think at 330 we kicked off the nuclear war. Or they did. And East Asia got hit by West Asia. And quickly lost a bunch of airfields. SAM sites. Defenses overall. Military might stuck to around 1020. Pacific. They also had a fair amount of skirmishes here and there. Africa. Not bad. Until they started nuking each other. Boom. Down. West Asia. Same pattern. They build up to 9560. And then they go right back down. My military might. Is this 330? Yeah. This is where I lost, I think, the first over-the-horizon radar. 333, 36. That's when they hit me. And that's when they started opening up my lines of attack to make sure that my cities were getting hit. Right. Overall, interesting strategy to try. I should probably have not parked my destroyers inside my territorial waters or out into the Pacific, but in theirs. I should probably have made sure that they couldn't spawn in any kind of submarine, because those SSBNs proved deadly. I could not intercept the ICBMs fast enough before they've been able to split up. And, well, when that happened, those splittings, Mexico City got hit. And that's when I started taking some serious losses. Anyway, that'll be all for this playthrough. If you have any ideas for another one, please let me know down below in the comment section. And keep in mind that the game will be out sometime in November, link down below in the description. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the festivities, and I shall see you soon for another video.